Hey, what's up? What's up? Have to wash my hands. I don't know where you guys have been, busy touching the screen. This will be what we would have covered in chapter 7, unit 1, which is amply called responsible citizenship. So, are you a responsible citizen? Have you been washing your hands? Have you been staying indoors? Have you tried to avoid being outside unless it's very necessary? Because those are the signs that you're a responsible citizen and being able to care for others. First thing is, we're going to discuss what is the Constitution, what are human rights, how did they come about, because if you don't understand that, then you don't understand why you have to be a responsible citizen, especially when we look at the world today and look at COVID-19 and how people can be selfish world over. The sense of being a responsible citizen has to be stronger when you're a South African, when you're an African, because you understand community, caring for others. So that's the second half. We're going to talk about how to become a responsible citizen, according to the past we've had. So if you look at the Preamble, which is just the introduction to the Constitution, where it explains what the Constitution is aiming to achieve, we hear words like, it aims to heal the divisions of the past and establish a society based on democratic values. We lay the foundation for a democratic and open society and to improve the quality of lives of its citizens. That's just the preamble. So when we look at chapter 2 of the Constitution, that is where we will find the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights are a list of human rights that have to be respected, protected, and promoted by not only the government, but by all citizens of South Africa. We will talk about the core principles of it, which to being, what does it mean to be inalienable? Inalienable. It means your rights can never be taken away from you because you're a human being. So unless you change from being a human being into like a zombie, then I don't think you get human rights. I don't know if, yeah. Then the second thing is interdependence. The human rights are linked with each other. We can't prioritize one over the other. They build on each other. And hopefully when they are all protected equally, we create a society that we can be proud of. That's why, it's fine to protect my rights to a school, but if you don't protect my rights to proper sanitation, my school environment is not conducive for my learning, which goes against my human rights. So that's the link. And then equality and non-discrimination is almost very basic, and that's the core of our Constitution, that everybody is equal under the law. Then we'll discuss some of those Bill of Rights. So the Bill of Rights, in a way you could say, are divided into 4, where you have basic rights, so that is equality, life, and dignity. Civil rights, which is freedom to believe any religion you want, to believe what you want, have whatever opinion, to express yourself. Political rights, so everyone has a right to vote if you're of age, to protest, to form a party that they want to create because you want to create a party for Forex, that every school must have Forex, whatever, you know who you are. And then the last grouping would be socioeconomic rights, and that's the right to adequate housing, right to education, right to healthcare provision. And this part, most countries never have in their human rights. Because remember, when you put it into law, it's a commitment the country is making. So South Africa is progressive in how it says, we promise that we will respect, protect, and promote your right to adequate housing. That'll be the first half. Then in the second half of the lesson, what we're going to focus a lot on is how do you become a responsible citizen. First thing is a responsible citizen. We will describe him. It's a citizen who votes, who is politically active, who's active in their community, a person who pays taxes, who cares about their neighbor, and protects people's rights and stands up for the rights of others. That is a responsible citizen. Because here's the thing, the South Africa you want, the one you dream about each time you watch foreign countries and be like, yo, yeah, it's in South Africa, if only, yeah. The if only part can only happen if only you and I would be responsible citizens and hold those in power accountable, protect the rights of others, and build our society. So how do we do that? There's different ways. Most of us are very good at social media, hashtagging, and just crying and blue ticking and being upset and angry. We feel good, but it doesn't always change everything. So the first model we're going to use is talking about campaigns, events, projects, meeting NGOs, being part of discussions in our communities. That is part of how we bring about change. We will be exposed to a couple of NGOs. The specific one I will focus on in the lesson is called Section 27, and we look at the work they've been doing in our country. And then that's basically how we'll be responsible citizens. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. If you have data, I promise you, please either listen to the whole lesson. I'm gonna post it as a podcast, catch us on the live, or watch the video once I put it up. I think we will grow, and it's quite an important thing in these times for us to become responsible citizens. Okay, Nisha, okay.